Welcome to Booze and the Bees.
How are y'all doing? We're some people.
I'm doing good. I'm jazzy. It took me so long to get ready. I was like, this is what I mean. Sometimes my time management, I never I'll be like, oh, I'll just take like 30 minutes. I know I can get ready in 30 minutes. And then I film it and I'm getting jazzy. And then I'm taking 15 more minutes to do my hair that I shouldn't have done because then I just tried to style and then I didn't even do it. And then I was like,
Yeah, that's one of those things that even earlier today we were talking about your diet. So for 3 months, she's been tracking what she's been doing, more or less, most days.
Yeah, most
days. And realizing she's eating under the amount of calories that we had set out, but we just set out an arbitrary number. And she hasn't gained or lost any weight at all, but it seems like you're feeling more fit, you're feeling more healthy because you're tracking the protein, you're actually getting it. So it probably means you're losing some fat, gaining some muscle, but staying at the same weight.
Mm-hmm.
But all that means for anybody out there is you tracked and noticed, I eat less than these calories. Do I have to eat all those calories? No. You had to find your baseline and go back and say, oh, instead of 14, I need it just to be 12. And that will keep me at the same weight.
So how does that align with the time?
The time is the same way. Oh man, I thought it was going to take me this long for hair and this long to get ready and this long to do that. And it's okay that it took longer, but you're going to want to know it doesn't take me 10 minutes to do this. It takes me an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And if I know it's an hour and 10 minutes, that's fine. But now I can plan my day accordingly. I can't plan tomorrow if I think an hour thing takes 5 minutes.
True. And also in my brain, I used to be like, oh my gosh, now I didn't have time to do all these things I wanted to say or post and all this stuff. And it's like, whoa. What are you going to do now? Just stress about it. And then I still don't do it. Like I'm just taking it one thing at a time. That's what I told him. We were talking this morning and I had to remind myself out loud. I just got to take one thing at a time today because my brain was getting overloaded with like all this stuff. And just got to, whatever works for you to keep going on the right track, right?
There literally is an unlimited amount of things to do and a limited amount of time. You cannot and will not ever in any way ever do all of it yourself. All the best business people in the world, do you think Elon Musk built the first rocket to land back on Earth after being launched by himself?
Right.
No, he had to build a team because he realized no matter how many hours he works, and I mean that guy works all the hours. If I worked 120 hours a week as opposed to the normal person's 40, you're still not going to get things done unless you have 1,000 employees also doing 80-hour weeks on top of that. One person can't do it. So it's not about, oh man, my hair takes me this long. That's why every famous person, the Kardashians, do you think she ever does her hair?
Oh, no.
No, absolutely
That's
not.
why I keep saying gentle reminders to like be kind to myself. Because it's like you said, there's all these people you could compare yourself to and they have a whole crew.
They've got a team because they realized.
Editing team, everything.
Yeah, they realized I can't do it because I need these hours to be filled with stuff.
Themselves first, right?
Yeah, but then they got famous and rich and then they could buy people and they immediately did. They're not recording themselves. They're not editing. They're not taking pictures of themselves. They're not doing their makeup. They're not doing their hair. They're not even driving so that they can work in the car, right? Because they realize if I drive 3 hours, it's 3 hours I'm not taking calls. So if I need to take calls as the important part of my business, then I need to get a driver so that I can take calls but also get to my meetings.
I'm just saying, like, because we're in the stage right now where we're doing everything.
Yeah.
So it's like
so
a
it
reminder,
is to,
like, some of them did do it, some of them didn't.
It really is just know how long it takes you to do things. And that way you can sort of work at your own timeline. You're doing it yourself and say, okay, is the important thing to do today? Is getting ready the important thing to do today? Is XYZ?
Sometimes
or should
you
it be
don't
something
know.
else? And you don't know. I think you're not supposed to know. That is the game of entrepreneurship, is not knowing and doing anyway. And then that's where it really is important to, if you're tracking your calories, just find out what you are, tracking your time, find out how long it takes, and then you can start to plan from there. And that way you don't have to overwhelm yourself. You can think about everything you need to do, but if you just think, I have 5 hours tomorrow, what are things that take hours? Okay, hair, video, and that's it, and editing.
I have to remind myself too, I was really happy last night because I was getting all these like good numbers and stuff and like positive things were going because I'm just being consistent with things. And it's like, that's all I have to do is just keep going. Like this morning I was getting overwhelmed because it's like, I get in this weird thought cycle where it's like, oh, I haven't made the money And so it's like I stress about that in the morning. It's like first thing, and I'm like, what should I do? And I'm doing the right things. And it's like the product stuff isn't doing the outcome like we were wanting. That was the goal right now. And it's like, but I'm also working on other goals. So it's like, I don't know what the end big thing's going to be. So it's like, I was really positive last night. So like, I keep on that track, not new day. Now I have to have new stresses and stress again and not do what I've been doing, but improve.
Yeah, you just need to do what you've been doing and improve, because consistency always matters more than everything else.
Right, exactly.
I mean, there are so many coaches in the fitness space too, and they're like, this is the optimum way to lift this weight. However, the most optimum way to lift the weight for results is to lift it however you want to lift it, if that's the way you're going to do it for a long period of time without quitting, because that actually shows the most results. 80 to 90% is just doing over and over again without quitting in the positive direction. Now, could you have done it better? Like, would it have been better if we just hired a film crew day one 4 years ago? Maybe. Instead of like focusing on all these other things we were trying to do. But we can't go back in time. You can't go back in time. And did we improve at doing this? Yeah. Will this hopefully yield some results? Sure. Like, we really hope it does. But it is about just doing the consistency thing, because that will, if you are improving in something, you're guaranteed to have some kind of success. And Anthony Bourdain was in his 50s before he stopped being a line chef at minimum wage. And then he was a millionaire that traveled the world. So
yeah, I was thinking some of the people that I really love, like Martin Short or Matthew Broderick. Oh, who was the other guy in the producers? But they're a lot older, not a lot older. They're older in like things that I've seen them in that are really inspirational, and I think they're just so good, and I look up to them like that. Tim Curry always has been older since like in the movies that I've seen him. Or I don't know how to explain it, but anyways, I don't know how old they are. Not old. I'm not trying to call people old.
They're
just
old.
Saying,
God damn it. Just move on. They're old people. Next.
It's not like I'm thinking I'm 29 and I can't ever do acting or perform or inspire people, and it could take me another 20 years till I'm actually like there. But
you'd have to start now. You need the 20 years experience, essentially. You know, and a lot of the people that you see that are young and started, their families were wealthy and they got them on an acting career when they were like 12, and they were on TV since they were 12. And then they're 25 and they're like, oh man, they're so great. How did they do it so young? I'm 25 and I'm not even close. I'm like, well, did you start at 12 consistently with a team of people? Because that's how they started. Did you? Probably not. So if you wanted to put the same amount of years in, the same amount of effort in that they did, add 13 years on top of the 12-year-old to be 25, you can do it. But you need to have that consistency. And you probably don't have a team because you don't have rich parents that literally gave you film crews and, you know, voice coaching and acting coaching and everything that you could get. So it might take you another 20, 30 years on top of it because you don't have the money. We all start at different places.
Yeah, just gotta keep going.
Yeah, there's different leverage. There's money leverage where I can pay someone to help me improve quicker. And then there's time leverage where I have the time to do it because I don't have so many responsibilities. Like the Kardashian couldn't just say, let me take 4 months and just figure this out. Like, why would you do that? You're not going to make any money for 4 months when you can just pay a crew and you're going to make that all in a day? It wouldn't make sense. So them having the money gets them more money, because for them to learn how to do any filming whatsoever, it would never happen. For them to figure out lighting, it would never happen. And they make money doing what they're really good at. And they spent a lot of time perfecting the persona of who they are. And so that's it. You have to perfect the thing that you really want to get good at and do everything at the beginning, and then slowly hire off what you just don't like doing or aren't good at doing as you can do it.
When you can, yeah.
With money that you earn doing whatever you do.
But we'll get there. We're going to get there soon. Can't wait till we can gosh, I don't know how people remember. I was going to say we could clip this back and then like put it in a future video where we are at this point, and then it's like, how would I remember this is the episode we talked about this? Oh, I guess I could hire someone to be like, find that episode. I know we talked about it.
If it's their full-time job, I mean, that's what they do, right? I mean, they go through hundreds of episodes and they just watch this thing. Or
right, yeah, that's how they find it.
They hire a team of like 20, 30 minimum wage people to watch 6 episodes each, and they get through it in a day.
Right.
And then they pick them out and they send them to the producer, and the producer gets it done. And you'd be like, oh, wouldn't that cost like 10 grand, 20 grand? I'm like, they're about to make $1 million. You think 10 grand, 20 grand matters if you have it?
Exactly.
Like, we couldn't do it. We don't have it. We couldn't pay someone if we wanted to. You know, but if you knew you're going to get the outcome, like if you've done shows in the past or, you know, events in the past and those have actually given you tickets, you can normally get a loan from a bank and say, look, I have a history of these working. Yeah. You know, if it's like a music festival that happens every year or every couple years, you don't think they can go to a bank and be like, hey, I don't have the money because I haven't sold the tickets because I need to book everything. To book everything, I need money. I've done this 4 times before and I made $1 million each time. So can I have 200 grand so I can get this started? Sure. And then you give them 250 when your event's over and everyone's happy. Yeah. We don't have that money, and we don't have the past to say, hey, if we did an episode, we're going to make, 20 grand. Right.
Right.
Yeah. So, or be consistent. I think that's the key here. That's the topic, consistency. Yeah.
Stay consistent. So that's what we're doing today. Just keep the train a chugging. Chugging along. Because, again, we don't know which one will pop off. So it's like...
we have to do everything.
Keep trying to do as much as we can. Yeah. As much as of it. Try to fit it all in a day. And if you can't, then it's okay. Then do it again tomorrow.
Yeah. But then remember what you did. That's the whole point. You have to track it. You have to know how long it takes.
I track it. I post every day. That tracks it.
Exactly. You have to know. You have to know yourself. You can't just be like, well, just do it and then do it again tomorrow. It's like, well, do what?
No, I know, but
sometimes tomorrow, or remember what you did the day before and then do the rational amount the next day.
Wait, what do you mean be confused?
So like if you woke up today and you said, oh man, I was confused and wasted a lot of time doing these things and had all these weird thoughts, it's like, well, don't get up and do that again tomorrow, because then you're just repeating this cycle of crazy. Say, oh yeah, I remember from yesterday, it took me a long time to do this. So today I'm still going to do the same things I did yesterday, but I'm not going to be just focusing on, oh no, I'm taking too long again, because it's not helping anybody. You're not helping yourself if you're going to do it anyway.
Yeah, no, I wasn't meaning doing that again, for sure. I was kind of meaning a sense like, I didn't know if my Jazzy Get Readies were worth it, right? Because we were like, oh, we got to do the product stuff, even though I am making money and views and followers on it and engagement, and it makes me happy. So, like, of course, I'm going to keep doing that every day, and I have to be doing it every day for a while to see consistency and more growth and money come. And then the products also, like I did that yesterday. Again, today, keep doing it tomorrow. I was just saying, like, if I didn't do as many, say, product videos or Jazzy videos like I told you I wanted to do last night, I was like, I want to do double this amount this one creator does, because this creator does really well. And if I didn't do that amount today, it's okay. I still do those things again tomorrow and try to do them. And do the,
try to add like one at a time.
Still, yeah,
don't try to double right away. I think that's a big thing. People try to handle too much on their plate at once, and they overthink. They get nothing done, or they do them shitty, and rather do one good thing than 10 shitty things.
Yeah, it's better not to like overthink. Like literally, to just keep doing. Just keep doing.
All the richest people in the world just say they just did things.
Yeah,
that's what most of them say. They're like, okay, so do it.
So
they're like, do what? I don't know what to do.
Just
do it. Just do it.
I need to have him on my brain. Have him as a sound.
Just do it.
Do it. Yeah. What's his name?
Shia.
Oh yeah. I always get his name and Michael Cera confused for some reason.
Weird.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah. Do it. Just keep doing it.
Do it.
Do the things. Keep living life. It's okay if you have little bumps. So like take note of them.
Or big bumps.
And try to notice them when you're in the moment doing it, and then like keep going. Like that's what I did. I was researching this lady, and I was showing him that she was doing really well on TikTok Shop and stuff. And then it was taking some of my time. Then I was sitting there with him, and then I was like thinking about it for a second, and then I'm like, go do the thing you needed to do this morning.
Yeah, it's not going to help, especially when the person on TikTok was helping people get to 5,000 followers, and you're at You've got like 70K followers on different accounts on TikTok total.
Well, no, she's getting them to 5K so they could do TikTok.
Yeah,
shop.
I know, but that's the point. It's like the advice they're giving is more about get to the followers, go do it, go follow, go do the thing. And
No,
it's
yeah,
like,
that
wait,
was to
then I
get
should
them
go
to
do the
gift and do a community thing and like a support, and it does work too. So it's like it was a whole thing that I
thing. Don't
could
need,
do,
though.
but I don't do, and it would take me time to get into that. So I keep doing my thing right now.
Exactly, that's something.
Yeah, we'll win in our way,
Hmm.
whatever way that is.
Yeah, or not, or something. But we just
We'll
got to keep
win.
getting better.
We'll win. Not or not. We're not gonna lose. We're not losers.
I don't know.
We have each other.
We're not winners.
We have each other, so we're always winners.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
Rude. God, I guess I feel a little differently.
No, let's go along. So stay consistent. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, what is the worst that could happen?
Oh no, I wasted an hour of time I could be spending stressing about my life. Oh,
Yeah,
that
I could be
sucks.
like back at my like 9 to 5.
Getting yelled at for turtlenecks because your old supervisor is jealous of your youth and beauty.
He's got to quit calling 50-year-olds old because I'll be 50 soon enough.
Yep. And we'll still be saying be consistent.
Yeah, but I don't want to be calling myself old.
What's wrong with being old?
You make it sound like a negative thing.
Mm-mm.
Yes, you do.
It's just an old thing.
You do. But
I'm not
anyways,
here
that's
to
a
help
different
your
topic. That's a
feelings.
different topic. I feel like we were about to wrap this up because we should,
We are.
honestly, to keep going and doing our thing.
Mhm.
So we love y'all. Go do your thing too.
Bye.
Have a great day. Guffaw.
Guffaw.
Love you.
Get out of
Mwah.
here.
Yeah, guffaw out of here with love. Guffaw out of here with love. And until next time. Oh, like and comment. Appreciate y'all.